tutorial. Today we'll be looking at a fire detector, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to have it sensing a fire, and then we're going to be having a message saying fire when it does recognize when there is a fire nearby, and no fire detected when there isn't a fire nearby. What we're going to be using is this module here, which is exactly the same as the module I have here on the left. So as we see, it's got 4 pins: AO, G plus and DO. AO is analog output, DO is digital output, G is the ground, and the plus is where you connect either the 5 volts or the 3.3 volt connection, which powers this. Right, so we have the real thing here. This is it. This is what's on here. How we're going to connect it is we're going to connect it to the Arduino via 3 connections. So it has 4 pins, but you only need 3 connections because you choose between digital analog output. For this tutorial, we'll be using the analog output. So we're going to connect it in like so. As you can see, a red light appears showing that it's properly powered up. So that red light disappears when you take away the 5 volt or 3.3 volt connection. So we have the blue cable connected to the analog A5 pin. We have the white one connected to the 5 volts, and we have the orange one connected to the ground. So let's go over to the code. Here is the code. So we register A5 as the output. We have the sensor value. So we store the value coming from the sensor, and we start off with 0. And then the first thing we do is we program the monitor, which will then, here, which will appear here. So these are where our readings will take place. And now, what happened there? What's going on? Get rid of that. Don't know what happened there. So we have sensor value equals analog read, and then here we have our if statement. So we're saying, so I did a few readings before earlier, and I found that the average reading was about 800, and if a fire was clearly detected when it was less than 500, the reading from this sensor here. So I put, if sensor value is less than 500, then there clearly is a fire somewhere. So then, and if the value is greater than 500, then there isn't a fire. And I put a delay in because otherwise it was taking readings so often, so frequently, that I couldn't keep up myself with the readings. So what we're going to do is upload that. And then as uploaded, you can see here, because this will flash, you see that's flashing every second. Every time a reading is taken, that TX is flashing, that inbuilt LED. So this is a clipper. This produces the flame. And so first, what we're going to do first is enable our monitor. I see no fire is being detected at the moment. No fire, no fire, no fire. If I put the flame here, there's a fire. Take it out, no fire detected. And we can test this out. You put it here, there's a fire. If I put it way across the room, you won't be able to see this. There's a fire, so it goes quite far. So if I go really quick, this is about, I would say, a meter away. There's a fire. And then if I did it about 2 meters away, you may not be able to hear me, but let's do that. See, it detects it about 2 meters away as well. So, I mean, I could go on testing this, seeing how far away it goes, but it's a very good sensor and it seems to work very well. And so that is essentially our fire detection system. Next thing I want to do, I want to build in a buzzer next time, or maybe an LED, and we'll have a proper like fire sensor going on here. But for this time, I think we'll just leave it at that. I really hope you enjoyed the tutorial. Check out more of my tutorials on Analyst Rising. I've got more Arduino ones, Python ones, and Excel based ones. So please do check them out and subscribe if you like it. Thank you.